Kat, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look right here. I'm going to be showing you how I got this teal, warm, smoky eye. I don't even know what to call it. I just know that this eyeshadow is gorgeous. So I wanted to, see what I could come up with, and here's the eyeshadow. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this. It is a talk through, so it's going to be a little bit longer than my other tutorials are usually, but anyway, I hope that you enjoy and I hope that you stick around. So get your makeup out and let's get started. I'm going to start off with a little bit of eye cream. I'm using the Clinique All About Eyes because I already moisturized my face, but I forgot about my under eye area, and I think my concealer looks a lot better when my under eye is moisturized. And this is a really lightweight moisturizer that doesn't interfere with my concealer and my makeup and all that. So I'm gonna do my eyes first because we're working with darker shadows. So I am gonna use this primer. This is just the Loreal Behind the Scenes Eye Primer that I have not used in ages. So we're just gonna put a little bit on. I'm also going to prime my eyes with MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and this just gives a really nice even canvas to work with. I always bring that up to my brow. I'm going to take my Z palette that has all of my MAC eyeshadows, and I'm going to take an oldie but a goodie, and I have not used my MAC eyeshadows in so long, so I'm very excited. I'm going to take Texture, which is this beautiful brown warm shade, and I'm taking that on in E40, which is a big fluffy brush, and we're going to start buffing this right into Z crease. And just I do little swirls like this, and then I come over and I do like windshield wiper motions right here, and then I kind of do one of these on this side. When I do my crease, I always keep my eyes open because this is the color that's going to show through when you have your eyes open. So I always keep my eyes open. I don't really close them, just so that I know what the eyeshadow is going to look like when my eyes are open. Okay, then I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is, I believe, a MAC 224, and I'm going to take Swiss Chocolate. I'm going to focus this right on the outer V of the eye, and I'm just going to blend that in there. And this, I do kind of the same thing, except since I'm using a smaller brush, it's a little bit more precise. And I'm just going to blend that in. Now I'm going to focus on the main eyeshadow, and I'm using this one from Kiko. It is the shade 115, and it is just a really beautiful teal. I was looking at this in my collection, just looking through all of my eyeshadows, and this is the eyeshadow that inspired me to turn on the camera and film this because I really just fell in love with the shade. So I'm just going to take, this is a Sedona Lace 305, and it's just a short shader or flat shader brush, and I'm just going to pack this on. This eyeshadow just really sparked my creativity here. So now I'm going to go back to my fluffy blending brush, well, not the big one, this is the 224, and I'm just going to go back and kind of, like I said, go back and just soften those edges. Okay, now I want to intensify the look just a little bit. So I'm going to go back to my MAC palette here, and I'm going to take a little bit of, what are you called? Handwritten. Handwritten is right there. This is Handwritten, and it's a little bit darker than Swiss Chocolate. And I'm just gonna focus that right on the outer corner and even smaller circles here. Kind of stamp it on and then blend it a little bit. Take another brush here, and I'm just gonna grab a matte shadow, a matte creamy shadow. This is Brulee. And I'm just going to load up my brush, and I'm going to take that underneath the brow bone. I'm going to go back and highlight my brow bone with a cream product, but for now this is just to further just help blend that crease a little bit. Okay, I'm just going going to clean up the edges. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to swipe. For foundation, I'm using Urban Decay Naked Skin in 4.0 and my Tarte Kabuki brush. I'm just going to pump some on right onto the brush and apply this to my face. This brush just makes applying foundation so easy. It's just massive and it really blends out everything super quick. It's my go-to in the morning when I want to wear foundation. Okay, so I'm going to let the foundation set. Meanwhile, I'm just going to move on to my eyebrows really quickly. And I've really let my eyebrows grow out. They are pretty grown out, pretty full. Thank God, because my eyebrows were looking really funky without any brow products in them, and it was really bothering me. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. And I'm just going to kind of just fill in some sparse areas, give my eyebrows a little bit more definition, since I am going to be wearing a full face of makeup. So I'm going to just fill in pretty much just the edges and a little bit here. And I always like to extend my eyebrow a little bit because I feel like they end a little short. And then here, when I get here, I just really lightly fill in, and then here I have a space. And then I just brush through. See? For concealer, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the color Light Medium 02. I'm just going to dot a few spots here. Kind of just like highlight at the same time. Just using the P86 and I'm just going to smooth this out over here. It's like a brush hair in my eye. It's making my eyes super red. And I always go back to my foundation brush and kind of just blend the concealer and the foundation together. And that concealer is really great, but you definitely need to set it. So I'm just going to use my Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm going to set with this yellowish shade right there. That it is very brightening, I feel. And I just take a little bit and just apply that. This is a little Target brush, and I always feel like it really brightens my eyes, my under eye area. So I don't know if you can tell a difference, but I sure can. And then I just go down my nose and then on my chinny chin chin. Now that the foundation has set, and I'm going to use the Nars Translucent Crystal Powder. And this is just an e.l.f. complexion brush that is so soft. Also set my eyebrows with the Loreal Brow Stylist Plumper. That just kind of just sets the brows, and it also gives them a little bit more life. Doesn't make them look so flat. I'm going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to apply ColourPop eyeshadow in Sugar, and it is a beautiful shade. Can you see that? So pretty. And I'm going to apply that with this little itty brush. This is a Sedona Lace EB21, and I'm kind of just going to load up my brush, and I'm going to apply that right here to the inner corner. Take this brush, which is my favorite for underneath the lash line, for the bottom lash line. It's the MAC 239, and I'm going to take a little bit of that teal because, I mean, it's just too pretty not to use. Just going to pack a little bit on my brush, tap off excess, and I'm going to go right in here. Like that. I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit of texture, and then I'm just going to run that also right on this outer edge, just to kind of meet up with the outer corner. I've been using this Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. This is a sample size that I have been living. So I'm gonna just angle my brush here. And my wing. This is a really great eyeliner. Liquid liner, I mean. It really is really easy to use. And it's very precise. So I'm going to go back to my brow bone and I'm going to highlight with my highbrow pencil from Benefit. It is a cream product and I'm just going to place that right here. And it's going to just really highlight the brow bone. Let's just use this brush here. This is a crown brush. It also kind of just cleans up the brow a little bit. And it does give your eyebrow kind of like a lifted effect because it's really nice and bright right underneath the arch. I'm going to apply some falsies because, I mean, why not, you know? I haven't worn eyelashes in quite some time. So I'm just going to pop some on. These are the Ardel Natural in the style Scanties. I don't know if you can see them. They're kind of long, maybe a little bit too long, but we'll see. I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on and I really like these because they're not too full so that it blocks like your eye look. It kind of just lengthens really nicely. I'm going to apply a little bit of eyeliner. This is the Loreal Voluminous Smoldering in brown. And I'm just going to line my eyes. I'm also going to tightline. I'm going to apply a couple coats of mascara to the bottom lashes. I'm using the L'Oreal YSL Faux Seal or False Lash Effect, something like that. I'm also going to add a couple baby coats to my lashes to kind of just blend them in with these babies. I'm going to bronze and I'm using Hoola by Benefit, of course, which looks like that. And I'm just going to load up my brush here with a tap off and then kind of just go over the perimeters of my face. And this is a Sedona Lace FB03 and I like it because it's really big and it just allows me to bronze without necessarily contouring. Okay, I'm going to contour a little bit. I'm using, of course, Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm going to take this this Sedona Lace FB05, and I really like this brush for contouring because it just diffuses color really easily, and I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones. And a little bit around my nose, underneath the chin, and then of course along the jawline. And that's good enough for me. A little bit up here. For highlight, I'm going to be using the Pop Beauty Blush Beam in Bare Beam, and it is a beautiful highlight. It looks like that. This little brush again. And this is a really subtle highlight. It's not as intense as the other ones that I have, but I haven't used it in a long time. e.l.f. blush palette in the range Light, and it looks like that. I'm going to take this shade right here on this corner, and it kind of reminds me of Melba by MAC, and I'm just going to apply that to the backs of my cheeks. They're really pigmented. Look how much it picks up on the brush. I'm going to work on the lips. For the lips, I'm going to use Skimpy lip liner by ColourPop. And I kind of just fill in my lips with that. And I'm going to take Skimpy Lippie Stick by ColourPop. Okay, so here's the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. I love you guys all, and I will see you very soon. Bye!